Hi and welcome to the IDG matching and customer Z scoring and profiling. This is the IDG matching system. From here you can upload your existing customer bases in order to match it to the IDG database. You simply go to upload file, navigate to find your file, and that will then upload it to the system. And it will then appear in the control panel dashboard. So I've uploaded a test data batch here. It shows you the file size, 2,174 records. Now the next part you have to do is now map the actual data itself. So this is where we map the individual data elements to the system. So we're then showing it where the company name is, address, and so forth, and selecting the country as well. So it's against the UK database, single country, save changes, confirm. So what that will then now do is you can see that it's changed from red until orange, and that's the data now ready to match. So you simply start the matching by clicking on process here, going through just the basic standard options, confirm. Now that is now going to match this database, this test data batch, to the IDG database. When it's available, then you'll see the icons here, the Excel and the CSV icons. You basically click on those, and it then takes you to your database, and next to each matched record, wherever it finds a match, it will give you a reference number. So this is the IDG unique reference number. Alright, so this number we can use and we'll be using for our analysis and append. So that information you then take at those DPNs, then go back to the prospect system. Basically what you would then do is go to the mail and telephone selections or email selections, and basically you're going to the DPN upload. So what you're then doing is going to this, uploading the match file. That'll then load that into the system so you can then perform analysis. So for this, what we'll do is we'll go to the audit and append, the audit and append section. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take samples that we've already created. So this is where we take customer data and match against the UK to see what the Z score is. Now the Z score shows statistical significance of various data elements in terms of SIC codes, location, employees. So I'll just run a few examples for you just now. So when you match the data, so I've got one here, it's a BSc leads. So we're doing that. So that's our selection that we've matched, saved on the system by uploading the DPNs. Base segment, I've created one here which is UK mail. So that's our UK database of circa 1.9 million records. So looking at the target segment against the base segment, and then what we're going to do is select, say, SIC code 2007. So the system will now go away and analyse SIC codes, looking at the target segment, which is the records that we've matched against the UK, and compare the distributions of companies within those SIC codes. So you can see here, the top SIC code is General Secondary Education. Now to get this information off, just click on the Excel, open with, and it then gives you a rundown of the full analysis. So here you can see the top SIC or top performing SIC codes within the sample database that we created here is General Secondary Education and Postgrad level higher education, and you can see that here by the highest Z score. So the higher the Z score, the more statistically significant the distribution of companies within that SIC code in the target data. So you can see here, just in summarising, it just shows you how many records within the analysed base were from General Secondary Education, which was 3,915, against the UK, so there's 6,000 within that, the UK, and it just gives you differences of percentages of that data. So you can see from the analysed data here that 48% of that data or companies were from general secondary education, whereas the UK as a whole is less than 1%. So you can do this by SIC code, you can also do it by location, you can do it by employee bands. I'll give you an example for the employee bands if we just run the report again. Then it now shows you, I'll put this into Excel. So you can see here that the key employee bands within this sample database based on the Z-score is 100 to 99. Anything that has a negative Z-score, which I'll highlight here in red, will show where it's underrepresented. So if you're profiling or trying to get your kind of ideal or key customers, that we would say always go with your positive Z-scores. So now what you can now do with the Intelligent Data Account Engine is you can use this intelligence to then create you a prospect list that's going to work. Right, thank you very much for your time, and I hope to speak to you soon.